Hello again, everyone. Let me set this up here real quick and then we'll get straight away started. Okay, perfect. Well, welcome to Sven's Media Madness. Excuse me. Episode 18. We are going to talk about Google Analytics today, and that's the second one from we had one Google Analytics session yesterday, and of course I didn't get through because it is a monster. Really quickly about me again. My name's Sven from Tangra Media. We've been doing social media, web development, and online advertisement since about 10 years here in Pinehurst, North Carolina. And yeah, that's our expertise. And I thought in October it's about time to get rid of all this ballast in my head, all the knowledge that I have about this stuff, and I'm just giving it to you every night, weekdays at about 9 o'clock Eastern. Okay, trying to do it 5 a week. Sometimes it works, sometimes it won't. Next week, for instance, I'm on the Internet Summit in Raleigh, so you get live feed from there, more than you might like. But usually I also try to get it at 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes it's a little later. Anyhow, let's get this show started. Okay, so I'm going to transition over to the laptop here, to the desktop. And you should be seeing my desktop now, which is right there on Google Analytics, right there where we left off yesterday. Okay, so just a quick recap from yesterday. This is Google Analytics, basically one of the Google apps that you have for free in the Google Suite. And what it does, it takes the analytics from your website, obviously, which is a really, really cool thing because, again, it's free and it's a monster of a program. In fact, it's so good, it has most probably thrown everything else that is on the market for the normal average business owner. It basically everybody's bankrupt after this. Okay, so what we did yesterday, we talked about the first two things here, real time, and we talked about audience. So if you have any questions there, please go to yesterday's episode. It is on our YouTube channel and it is also on this Facebook channel here. Just scroll down a little bit and you'll see the live video from yesterday. Okay, so the second big button after audience here, I'm just going to collapse this, is acquisition on the left side. Okay, so if I'm going to acquisition here on the left side, you see here overview, all traffic, N. Okay, so if we click on overview, what will happen is you will get an overview of your traffic that came into the website. Again, recap from yesterday, I've set it up here. You can set the date range. I set it from June 1st till November 9th. You can actually take yesterday and today with as well, so you can go over here and put November 11th here and apply it, and now we've got the data from today in as well. Okay, and you will see a couple of different things. Okay, so you see organic search, that is your search, most probably with Google, but also with Bing and Yahoo and other search engines. You see direct, that is the people who put the URL, so www.xyz.com, right into their browser or have it directly out of their bookmarks. Then a referral is something that comes from another website. That can be email marketing, could be Facebook advertisement, and so forth. Social, and then other. Okay, so other is usually some kind of campaigns, maybe a Google AdWords campaign or similar. Okay, so if you go, next one is all traffic over here, and if you go to channels, you will see the exact traffic. Okay, so here you see that organic search over here from 51,395 sessions that were on this website since June 1st. We have 38,000 which come from organic search, which is pretty cool. That means that those guys are very much up in the search engines, and they actually are very high up. We'll get to that in a second. I just want to go through this. Direct is 14% comes directly. 10% from referral. On social is really meager. It's only 0.87. That's because these guys don't do much on social, which is sad. If they would use us, they only used us for the web development at one point. they would use us for social media, they would get a lot more traffic. Yesterday, I just had a meeting with one of our customers, and they already get, after 1 year, they get 25% of all that traffic comes through social, and it's only going to increase more. The rest of the statistics are pretty much similar as we had yesterday in the audience. So you see again, new sessions, new users, the bounce rate, okay, which is the rate that is basically people go on the website and they leave the first page that they see, they leave again. Doesn't have to be necessarily the home page, can be any other page. Then pages per session, average session duration, and then you can also put goal conversion and completions in here. We don't have any goals for this website. That goes very, very much into intricate stuff, okay? And again, you got the same settings here all over the place. I mean, you've got possibilities to set the week here, so it's a little bit more, you see, a little bit easier here what's going on. You can set the month, you can do a pie chart, all kinds of different things here. So if you're an Excel spreadsheet freak, I mean, you can do all kinds of things with this program. You can set different dimensions here, secondary dimensions. So you could go for, okay, which medium did they use to get in here? So organic search here, referral. So if I'm clicking on organic search, I'm just not drilling down. So I'm clicking on organic search here, and then what I get is the keywords. Now there is a huge problem with Google Analytics since maybe 2 or 3 years, and that is you used to get the keywords that people use to come into this website. But you see here 93% of the keywords are not provided, which is a problem. Basically what happened is Google had a lawsuit because people were saying, well, you're monitoring what I'm doing with the keywords whilst I'm logged in, and that's what they're doing. They're monitoring everything. So these days nearly everybody has got a Gmail account. They're constantly logged in. Anytime you're logged into your Google account, whether it's for Gmail or anything else, they monitor everything that you do. They monitor your browsing, of course, your email traffic. So somebody won a lawsuit, and that's why they can't track those keywords anymore, which is really a pity, because to my knowledge there's really not much, nothing out there that really can track the keywords now, since as I said before, they've thrown everybody out of business. Okay, so it's not provided here. Then there's a couple of keywords, so this is kind of useless. There was a workaround procedure I'll show you in a second, but that also doesn't work anymore, which is a real pity, because it's really nice to know which keywords people use to come in. As you can think, direct, so that would be people who put in the URL direct. So there's not much to see here apart from the URLs that they've been using. So you can see basically these URLs are so long that most probably people have bookmarked them. They won't kind of hack them in. So it's useful in that respect. And you say, okay, these pages here really have been bookmarked by people, and you can see that's the home page. Always that slash is the home page, and then other ones here. And then you could, for instance, go, okay, I want to show 50 rows here instead of just 10, so you get more results. Then you can actually go to the site by clicking this one. That would actually go to the website and go to this page. And so that's the drill down. And then you can use all kinds of secondary dimensions here. So you could go ahead and say, in this case, okay, you could use the medium, which is kind of stupid because it's exactly the one that I have. But let's say I want to go behavior, what am I doing? Exit page, for instance. What is the exit page? They came in on that page and they exited on that one, okay? So in this case, it's all the same. Just my brain is just now not functioning. What would I use? Let's say social, okay? Now its acquisition is actually the one that I really wanted to go to source. How about that one? Direct. Okay, so there's not much in the secondary dimension that I can show you right here now because my brain's not working, but we use it all the time, so it's just such a massive amount of data. But you will figure it out once you see it and once you get a little bit into it. You can do advanced, which means that you can exclude certain pages, you can exclude the landing page, site, all kinds of things. I mean, it really is nuts, and there's some people out there that use this all the time to that extent. When they're crazy. But let's go back to channels. So direct is really not the one. I mean, I know direct is people coming in directly. Referral is pretty interesting because that tells me if there's anything out there that I might have either missed or that really gets me a lot of traffic. So site auditor online, this all looks like rank checker. This all looks like, you know, kind of like images from Google France, images Google from Germany, There is one. What is this? Vital MX. Okay, so this might be a website that's a mobile website that I could check out. I got 69 hits from it. All the others here are pretty much standard sites that are not really spammers, but they put some kind of code on your website. Not putting code on your website, but they're basically using that, and Google is not filtering it out right. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but basically what you want to see here, let's just get some more rows maybe. I want to see some real URLs where people come in from. So let's say, you know, somebody else put your website on a blog or something in that direction. So here, SuzukiCentral.com, for instance, somehow they've got a link from SuzukiCentral.com to that website. So that interests me, and then I can go ahead and can go click on it and can say, okay, where do they come from and how do they get here? Okay, so hey, they've got a forum here, so there's a forum, so let me check that out. Okay, and then we'll open the website, and then we can see from which page it comes and what's going on there. So you see here, and most probably there's a link on this page somewhere here that links to those guys, somewhere in that forum where they say, and then, you know, maybe this is pretty cool because I can actually log into that forum and I can go ahead, okay, there's a lot of people that are on this forum that are getting hits on my website, so why not go in this forum and talk to those people? That's what I wanted to get at. Okay, so that's what referral is really interesting. So you see which pages are talking about your page, and then you can engage on that page again. Maybe it's a forum, or maybe you can talk to those people. Say, hey, thank you so much for setting a link on your website. Maybe I want to have a link back here. Okay. So go back to channels, and then social is the last one. Again, this one doesn't have much, so I think they only have a Facebook profile. But it basically tells you exactly here what's going on. So if I would go to social, I can see, and as I said, there's Facebook, and there's a blog here that they get some hit from, but mostly Facebook. Now, if you have a real active social media life for your business, you'll see Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and. So it's really cool if you have more social going on. The rest of the stuff here, apart from Search Console. Now the Search Console is, I've been talking about Google Webmaster Tools. That's another way of tracking traffic to your website and also telling Google what's going on. So it's a very important part of it. So if I'm going into landing pages here, see, this one is not even set up, so they haven't even set that up. So what I will do is, yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. So you see the other data, because that data is really good. So let me put that Search Console thing a little bit back. Okay. Same thing with queries, of course. Everything, they are not connected here, which is weird because it should be actually. And again, I'm sorry. Tonight is obviously not really my evening on that case. I don't know. It's Friday night, so maybe you feel the same. Okay, anyway, behavior is the next one. So what is behavior? Behavior basically gives you what have people done on your site. So these are the entry pages. So of course, usually the home page is the biggest entry page, and then you see your second biggest ranking page. This is really pretty cool because now you say, oh, this page is ranking that good. So if you have any advertisement, any buttons, you want to put that on that page. It's really, really nice to know what's going on. And then if you go into, you can drill down to site content, so you have all the pages on your site, and you can see all of them, what's going on all of those pages. So I can go ahead and set that to 100 if they have 100 pages. I think they have a lot of product pages if I remember correctly. But see, then you can see, man, look, and this is all pretty nice because it's according to, you can actually sort this. I haven't even set that one yet. So you can start sorting. So if I say, okay, I want to know where people spend the most time on which page, I can go average time on page. So see this one here, okay, that might not be, I'm looking for one that has a little bit more hits. This one here, for instance, these two. So this is a real cool page here. So this page here with that product, people stay nearly 4 minutes on that page. That's very, very long. And it's about 1,400 hits. The same thing with this one here, 6,600 hits. That's a good one too. And people stay a long time on that page. So this is really, really important for me to know that. So then I can adjust my pages. I can put a link on there. Hey, please contact us. Is there a problem? Or if I have some special, I can put it on that one because now I know this page is visited a lot of the times. I can content drill down, landing pages, exit pages, how people come in and how people exit from the website. So maybe in exit pages, if there's one page that everybody's exiting off, maybe there's nothing on it, or there's missing links, or it's screwed up. If I have a big website, that has hundreds of pages, I might miss all that stuff. So this gives you all these things: site speed, site search. If you have a search on the site, you can actually look what people are searching for. And then the last but not least, and this sometimes doesn't work, so I know that, but in-page analytics is really cool. See, there's already an error. Sometimes you can go to the browser, but this is actually pretty cool. Pity it doesn't work, but again, sometimes in this window it doesn't work and it's still loading. I'm just going to reload that page and see if it works. But what is on there is basically, you see every link, every button that you have on the website, on that specific page, it will give you exactly the amount of people that have clicked on there. Show bubbles, show color, browser size. When it works, and this one's, again, sometimes for some reason it doesn't work because maybe the website hasn't been updated. So sometimes Google also screws up. So this might just be, it just happens. Hey, there we go, load full view. So it's going to work. But I want to show you this because I think this is a really, really cool. There we go. So now we have got their website. And once it all loads, we'll get percentages here. Okay. So I'll see, there it goes. There's the first, there we go. Okay, so home has been 16% of the time people have hit that one. 0.3 for this one, 0.4 here. Motorcycle kits, 30%. ATV kits. So those two buttons are the most important buttons on this page here. There's search. People they're using the search. So look how cool this is. I mean, all these buttons, I can see exactly how many people clicked on that in that time. Here's 10%, 10% there. So now if I know this, and if I know that maybe I've got buttons down here that people have clicked, down here again, that's great. I've got all this. This is in the footer, so that comes back. People actually also clicking down here, which is really interesting. 18%. Usually that never happens. So there's some interesting behavior, so I can see how people behave on my page. I mean, guys, this is so cool. I mean, I can't say enough about this. I mean, I could spend all day in here because every time I find something new, it is really, really cool. So this is in short, really short, Google Analytics. There's a lot more things, and I'm sure in future episodes when we go through things like QR codes and other things, it'll definitely reappear. Okay, so audience, acquisition, and behavior. Okay, audience is who is on your website, what are they using, what kind of browsers. Acquisition is how do they get into your website, and behavior is what they do on your website. So, by the way, behavior flow is in here as well. It's also in audience. So you can actually see the flow through the website. So this is really important. If you, let's say you start a campaign, like an email marketing campaign, and you say, okay, I want them to land on this certain specific page, and then from there I want them to go to the contact us page for some reason, or some other page. So now here you can check, did this work? Did they really go from that page to that page to that page through the website that I really wanted them to go through? Again, very cool and very extensive through traffic. Drop-offs here, 2%. You can see 60% drop-off. Maybe that page has a problem. So I can see that if I check this regularly 2-3 times a week, I can do this. One last thing, you can always send yourself reports. So you can either go export here, you can do a PDF, but you can also send yourself, let's go back to the acquisition. I hope I'm not stepping on my toe, because here, email. Okay, so I can go ahead and email, and I can say, okay, I want this as a PDF. I can send it to my and then to my email address, and then I can say weekly or daily, and then I just put some text in. Hey, here's your statistics, your homepage statistics on the audience, and then it sends you those statistics automatically to your email inbox. Okay, all right, that should do it for Google Analytics. What is really, really important in the whole thing is that you realize that there is something out there and that you absolutely need it. You need analytics on your website. You want to know what's going on. Please, please, please do it, because it is so, so important to know what's going on your website. And if the marketing campaigns or the link campaigns or your social media, everything is really working. And why not use it if it's for free? Okay. Again, if you have missed yesterday's, just look at yesterday's episode, 15 minutes, not long. Today I went a little bit over because I wanted to finish. I didn't want to make a third Google Analytics because it's also kind of dry. But as I said, it's really, really important. Okay, so enjoy your weekend. Have a great one. I'll see you on Monday evening. Check the Facebook page. Check our website, tangramedia.com, TANGRAM media.com. And as I said, have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay warm, have fun with your kids, with your spouse, whatever. Enjoy. Really enjoy. Stay happy and focused. And we'll see you on Monday night, 9 o'clock. Sven's Media Madness, checking out for the day. I'll see you. Thanks.